Muy buenas, soy Sigiloco Games, estamos aquí en el nuevo Inquisition. Estamos una vez más aquí en el feudo celestial, en lo que creo que será el último video de Dragon Age. Nos falta ya muy poco en realidad. Prácticamente solo nos falta ya enfrentarnos a Corifeus. Y debo decir que aquí ya tengo ya todo completado. Absolutamente todo. Tengo todos los mosaicos. Me falta una canción, me acuerdo, en el bar. Que tal vez sería... no hice alguna misión especial o alguna cosa así para que se desbloquee una canción. Pero esas son cosas muy secundarias. O sea, demasiado secundarias, no tiene nada que ver con la historia principal. Y como ya dije en el principio del video, me concentrará en la historia principal y en historias secundarias que tengan historia. Obviamente trato de ser lo más posible completado. Siempre estoy jugando en modo normal. Debido a que este juego hasta jugar en modo normal es bastante difícil. ¿Dónde se miraba antes? Mira tú. Interesante. Pero bueno. Lo que sí es que ya aquí ya he hablado con todos nuestros compañeros. He hecho todas las misiones posibles secundarias de nuestros compañeros. Que son obviamente esas secundarias que tienen historia. Por eso es que hay que hablar con todos los muchachos que están por aquí. Por acá se va a la cárcel. Pero en la cárcel no hay nada. Es uno de los sectores que más he obviado realmente. Porque no sabe ver nada. Tal vez haya mejorado un poco, pero no creo. Aquí tenemos... ah, no, sí ha mejorado un poco. Han puesto unas nuevas cositas aquí, nada más. Y tenemos un guardia.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
Bueno, aquí obviamente podremos tener aquí a nuestros... encerrados a nuestros enemigos. Y nada más. Pero como ven, yo trato de sacar el mejor provecho de todos nuestros enemigos. Obviamente a los que hay que matar, a los que hay que salvar, los que nos importan. Ahí son decisiones que según nos va tomando en el juego. Obviamente este juego como rejugarlo unas 5 veces tal vez, o 6 más o menos, tomando así diferentes personajes o diferentes decisiones a través del juego. Yo creo que se puede rejugar unas 8 veces algo. Bueno, este juego se puede rejugar una infinidad de veces, tomando decisiones diferentes. Pero obviamente no vamos a estar aquí perdiendo el tiempo. Bueno, sería muy largo el juego en ver todas las decisiones. Obviamente si tu personaje es humano también cambia, si tu personaje es secundario también cambia, si tu personaje enano también cambia. Algunas conversaciones, entonces todo depende de qué personaje, cómo lo juegues y cómo vaya la cosa, ¿no? Y de momento me falta, creo que... ¿qué más tengo que decir? A ver, tengo ya las mejores armaduras que puedo tener. Absolutamente todos tienen una armadura bastante buena. Y yo creo que con esas armaduras y todas esas cosas vamos a estar bien. Eso también he comprado algunas cosas para subir de influencia. Y tengo influencia 20, no hay como subir más. En la influencia 20 solo puedes poner 20 ventajas de rango en todas las ventajas de rangos que tienes aquí en la sala del consejo. Y no tienes opción de poner más. Entonces tienes que elegir bien esas 20 opciones que tenemos ahí. Como vemos inventario. El inventario está. Y soy nivel 27, que es lo que máximo he logrado conseguir aquí en este juego. Realmente no sé si hay como subir más, tal vez hay algún DLC extra que haya por ahí, pero supongo que tengo ya el último DLC o sea, tengo el juego el más completo posible. Pero no sé, tal vez haya otras cosas más, pero no hay más. Bueno, aquí lo que vamos a hacer es ya juzgar a la última persona que tengo aquí, creo que es a Samson.
Give me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, General to Corifeus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall or Lay, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
I can make him answer for what he's done.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corifeus only delayed my corruption.
You still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The profit just isn't as pretty.
Well, te respetaba.
I found your people. They believed in you, believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corifeus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose. Just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corifeus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
A ver, dan a tus dedos poderes, arrojada a comer el mollo, cola interrogará, que Kirko se quede contigo, se de la espesura. Vamos a darle a Colin, muchachos. Con Colin tiene historia este muchacho. Bueno, aquí obviamente, como todo juego, como he visto, hay muchas opciones que escoger. Y cada una de las opciones tiene ventajas, desventajas. Unos aprueban, otros desaprueban. Unos aprueban más, otros aprueban menos. Obviamente hay opciones como un poco más neutrales, donde la gente desaprueba solo un poco. Pero hay opciones que desaprueban mucho, otras que desaprueban mucho. Bueno, esto ya depende de lo que quieran hacer, ¿no? Pero vamos a darle a Colin.
Very well. Samson, you will spend your remaining years serving the Inquisition. Cullen will be your handler. Perhaps he can get something useful out of you.
I doubt the Commander believes there's anything worthy left in me.
You're not wrong, but you served something greater than yourself once. Perhaps you can be made to remember that.
Si ven aquí, por ejemplo, hemos tomado una decisión bastante acertada. Pero bastante acertada. Y el problema que aquí es que cuando realmente salvamos a las personas que deberían realmente morir, realmente no los salvamos, sino que como que les ponemos así como que en tela de juicio. Esto llevará, siempre lleva como que una operación. Vamos a ver si es que se ha visto alguna operación. También aquí ya tengo todas las operaciones completadas. Todas las que he podido desbloquear. Excepto, bueno, estas de aquí solo son recursos, así que no tiene nada que ver. Pero bueno, yo creo que aquí ya tengo absolutamente todo, les aconsejo. Estas son misiones secundarias sin historia, sin nada. Aunque obviamente hay historia, pero tienes que leer así. Pero no influye mucho realmente en lo que vas jugando. Influye un poco en lo que ganas un poco de experiencia. Te dan amuletos, te dan ventajas de rango. O sea, influencia, pero ya influencia ya no podemos tener más. Así que ya no es casi necesario ya hacer esas misiones. Realmente solo servían para que te dé influencia, pero ahora ya no. Prácticamente todo está hecho. Y lo único que faltaría tal vez era con Josephine. No, sí, aquí no hay nada que más. Entonces vamos a hablar con Morrigan, que ya es prácticamente la última misión. Ya de las últimas que tenemos que hacer en este juego. Y yo creo que este ya será el último video de Dragon Age Inquisition. Y quedará todo ahí.
I heard reports of the events at the Temple of Mathal, Inquisitor. It sounds magnificent. I hope we can explore it fully once Corifeus is defeated.
Pero soy humano.
I didn't expect a Chantry Mother to be interested in exploring an elven god's temple.
Whether your gods are myths or aspects of the Maker, they are worth studying. Whatever we find will help us better understand our world and our Maker. No believer should But of course, all that must wait until Corifeus himself is defeated. Was there anything else, Inquisitor?
No, vamos.
Farewell.
Be well, Inquisitor.
Ya saben que la más difícil es la que teníamos en principio del juego. Prácticamente en los primeros videos la podemos tener aquí. Aunque esa señora es muy habladora. Aquí está el Ubian, como pueden ver. Y bueno, ya. Dejamos de cosas y vamos a hablar directamente con Morrigan.
Magnificent. Oh, suddenly it all makes sense. I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected. It is exhilarating, the rush of images. Truth dangling just out of reach.
¿Cómo que?
Tell me more.
Take the Illuvians. It was always assumed their use was lost after the Tevinter conquest of Arlathan. But the ancient elves had closed all paths to the crossroads long before. They warred with themselves, and the Illuvians were sealed to prevent an enemy from using them to attack. So much is misunderstood. It will take years to absorb, if I get the chance.
Y eso es bueno.
And that's good, right?
For the moment. With luck, the concerns we shared over the well's price shall remain meaningless. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corifeus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mathal.
Me parece divertido.
Really? That sounds quite fun.
Fun? 'Tis an odd notion of fun you have, Inquisitor. Whatever Mathal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How, or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
¿Me necesitas a mí?
You don't need me for some ritual sacrifice, I hope.
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises, thus your company would be best. Just think, Inquisitor. Soon you could have an answer your people have sought for generations.
Muy bien.
The altar awaits our visit, Inquisitor. Everything I have done since leaving Ferelden has led me to this. Think of all we will learn.
A ver, más saludos.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
Ah, mira acá.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Bueno, aquí tengo que aclarar unas cosas también. Cuando hablamos con Morrigan, dependiendo de lo que hagamos en el Dragon Age Origins y en el Dragon Age 2, obviamente cuando jugué el Dragon Age Origins, yo fui el príncipe, tuve un hijo con Morrigan, y aquí, en la fase final, aquí justamente aquí aparece el hijo de Morrigan, que se llama Kiran, y Kiran creo que es, si no estoy mal, es canónico. Me parece que ese muchacho es canónico, porque algo tiene que ver ese muchacho con Morrigan y ese poder que le sustrajo de ese dios antiguo de la quinta ruina, el archidemonio. Y bueno, entonces aquí aparece, aquí nos presenta y toda la vaina, y eso es lo que pasa. Obviamente eso es lo que pasaría si es que estuviese todo aquí unido, digamos, de los Dragon Age. Pero bueno, de momento tenemos la historia predeterminada, que es que Kiran, o sea que el héroe de Ferelden, el guardia gris, murió. No hizo el pacto con Morrigan, al parecer, y Alistair es el rey, junto con Anora, me parece. Y en el Dragon Age 2 Bueno, es verdad que sí, Haug es mago, pero yo pues, en Bienvenidos escogí un personaje femenino, pero bueno, es mago, así que bueno, por ahí las cosas no van más o menos. Y me acuerdo que, si no estoy mal, el hermano de Haug está vivo y se convirtió en un templario. Bueno, la historia del 2 que casi que es igual, solo cambia el género del personaje. Y bueno.
Inquisitor.
Something you wanted to talk about?
Vámonos.
Carry on.
Vamos acá. Entonces vamos aquí al mapa del mundo. Ah, no. A ver. Aquí. Altar de mitad. Vamos ahí. Vamos a llevar a... obviamente aquí a nuestros personajes. Y aquí también voy a revelar. Aquí se revela una cuestión muy importante en la historia del juego. Inscripción en el tiempo. No sé por qué siempre se le pone.
It is. Look for an altar, ancient but still standing.
Aquí está. Este es el altar.
There. Do you see it?
Y aquí está el altar.
'Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me and I will come. Without mercy, without fear.
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Why, thank you.
Sé que es este lugar.
Strange that there wasn't an altar like this at Mathal's temple. The temple was a place of justice, but this is different. This was where the elves called to her, spoke to her.
Then one day she disappeared, and there was no one with whom to speak. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough.
Muy bien.
You know who I am. From high priest to high priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mithal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power.
Y aquí van a ver lo que pasa, muchachos. Mira tú quién es.
Mother.
Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
Ahí están, muchachos. Por eso dejé que Morrigan observa el pozo. Ya van a ver. Ellos me la conocéis.
I take it you know her.
She is a deceiving witch!
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mithal?
Ni siquiera es un elfo. Arrodillarse ante ella. ¿Qué ella es qué? Ni tan siquiera es un elfo. A ver.
Mithal was the goddess of justice. I've seen the statues. She...
Was one of the people. Yes, indeed.
I do not understand. How can you be Mithal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Y es parte de ti.
Then you carry Mythal inside you.
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. So young and vibrant, you do the people proud and have come far. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Flemeth. ¿Algo especial? Sé quién es Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. My people call you Asher Belenar, the woman of many years, and speak of your legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
If Mythal is a part of you, why haven't you helped us? We've called to you, prayed to you.
What was could not be changed.
What about now? You know so much.
You know not what you ask, child.
Then you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother.
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Yet here you stand, bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be, until now, it seems.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged. Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
¿Nos ayudáis?
We summoned you because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corifeus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do. Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never endangered from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Vaya broma.
Forced to obey your mother, huh?
Ouch. What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corifeus.
Ahí tenemos. A la final Morgan nunca pudo huir de su madre. El último acto. O sea, ella en realidad no es vital. Flemeth tiene una parte de el alma de Vital, pero no es Vital en total. Tiene como sus recuerdos, algo de sus poderes, al igual que Morgan. Y eso es lo que le hace más poderosa. Entonces prácticamente Morgan y Flemeth tienen las dos partes del alma de Vital. Pero en realidad ninguna de las dos posee el 100% de lo que fue Vital en sus épocas. Pero sí, es por eso que nosotros no ocupamos el lugar del pozo de las penas, justamente por esa razón. Bueno, cogemos algo por ahí, unas cosillas. Cogemos este bastón de fuego del Arconte, que está muy bien, pero yo creo que tengo mucho más daño que eso. Y creo que hemos recogido un accesorio. Sí, resistencia espiritual soberbio. Y nada más. Vámonos. Prácticamente ya... Esto ya es el final del juego. Aquí no hay nada. Aquí creo que tenemos algo, ¿no?
Everything's in place. Corifeus now waits on you to approach the Temple of Sacred Ashes. A swift journey. And good luck.
Maldición, creo que tenemos que hablar con todos otra vez. Vamos a ver si es que nos dicen algo nuevo. Por ejemplo, Barrick, si es que dice algo nuevo, vamos a ver.
What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Carry on.
Inquisitorias. Demonios, ¿sabes? ¿Solas?
How can I help?
No, vamos. Vamos,
We'll
no.
talk later.
Goodbye.
No hay nada más, vamos de aquí. Creo que aquí en la zona de la Inquisición, sí, solo tengo esa misión. Y aquí obviamente no hay nada más que me digan algo. Pues no, vámonos. Siempre me gusta así, a ver si es que por si acaso me haya quedado algo. Aunque creo que no. Muy bien. Y prácticamente esto ya es lo último que tengo que hacer. La condena del mundo. Vamos a confirmar.
Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corifeus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
A ver lo que puedo.
Believe me, I know.
Then all that remains is to find Corifeus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
It's here.
It seems Corifeus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes.
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Él lo sabe.
Just as Corifeus expects, I suppose.
Y aquí tenemos que elegir el grupo. Vamos a elegir el grupo de siempre, que es así, así y así, muchachos. Porque es el grupo que más avanzado está en técnicas y en armaduras y en todo lo demás. Realmente aquí con cualquiera que vayamos, el nivel de que tienen nuestros enemigos no es el adecuado.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corifeus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish. I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corifeus.
And so it shall.
Demonios.
You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
No voy a demostrar nada.
I didn't come here to become a god, Corifeus.
Ahí tenemos a Morrigan.
You dare. A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will.
Vale, maldito.
If you desire death, you shall have it.
Pero qué demonios.
As you wish.
Ahí, ahí.
Look at you, wearing slave markings on your face with pride. You are nothing. A race of sniveling cowards touch an avatar of divinity. Defend our power.
Ven acá, muchacho. vamos. Perdón, también sigo con un poco de tos.
I will not stand for this outrage. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity? Is this ragged mage another ally? One more rat has emerged from the garbage?
Lo siento. Pero este ya es el último, muchachos. Morgan, te veo mal. Y bueno, aquí tenemos que ocuparnos de ese dragón. Por desgracia es un dragón. Rojo. Cuidado. Dale. Ya está. Pinche dragón. Dale. No. Ya está.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
Matamos una de estas. Una de estas.
I will not yet fall!
Muy bien, vámonos. hemos acabado con el dragonzuelo. Aquí tenemos suministros. Muy bien.
The breach is getting bigger!
And then the fate swallows the world, right?
Aquí voy a ponerme obviamente una de estas, él, una de estas, Cassandra, un ataque de esos poderosos y tú continúas. Vamos a hacer algo aquí. A ver, solas, muchacho. ¿Dónde está el muchacho? ¿Dónde se fue? Ahí está. A ver, ahora sí. Sabía que eso iba a pasar.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
You wanted into the fade?
Y así es como se acaba, muchachos. De Anchor.
Solus? I know you wanted the orb saved. I'm so sorry.
It is not your fault.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way, no matter what comes. I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Muy bien.
Victorious, I see. What a novel result.
And you managed not to kill yourself. That's something.
And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
Solas. El muchacho.
We go back to Skyhold. A moment, my lady.
A ver,
My
vamos a ver.
agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Es muy raro. No, no importa.
It's odd that he would just leave without a word. You said he was upset about the orb. That can't be the only reason. Now that Corifeus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
Conoceré por qué.
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now? You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Corifeus needed to be stopped. And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart, a Dalish elf leading a band of rebels and heretics. Until Corifeus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A magister and a darkspawn in one creature. The ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Muy bien. Esta sería ya la última parte de todo el juego realmente. Y aquí podemos hablar, es prácticamente como el final de Dragon Age Origins. Tenemos que ver que hablar con todos nuestros amigos.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
Cuesta creerlo.
I can scarcely believe it.
Conclave, Haven. It seems so long ago. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. Pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
Muy bien. Obviamente aquí no podemos pasar porque está ese buen muchacho ahí. Aquí podemos hablar con Blackwell.
All this pomp and ceremony. Can't top seeing that bastard Corifeus burn. No matter what happens to me now, I can say I was there. I helped you bring him down.
It took all of us, but we did it.
I shudder to think where we'd be without you leading us. So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
It'll be a huge undertaking.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
Muy bien. Aquí tenemos a Toro de Hierro.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole fins on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
How was that good in any way, Bo?
We all walked away. Chantry folk are picking up what's left of Corifeus with a dustpan and a pastry scraper. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hasrat and stayed because Corifeus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
¿A dónde quieres ir?
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you. Right here. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
Muy bien. ¿Quién más está por aquí? Aquí está Barrick. Ahí está Sera, aquí está Cole, ahí está Dorian, ahí está Cassandra, ahí está Josephine, ahí está Liliana. ¿Dónde está Vivian? Oye, Vivian. ¿Dónde está la buena señorita de Vivian? Cassandra. Ahí está Vivian. Muy bien, vamos a hablar con Barry.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. Right now I'm thinking, this shit is weird, the Inquisitor Llewellyn story. It's a working title.
Maybe you should keep working.
I'll leave the title for last. Naming things is always the worst. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
Siempre tengo que traer a la gente. ¿Qué libro?
You should write the book.
I'll see what I can do once I get home. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
Muy bien. Hemos hablado con ellos. ¿Qué falta? Aquí estamos con... Aquí está Cole, muchacho.
They're all happy. There's still fear. But you helped them all. You healed what was hurt. They don't want to forget what happened, even if it gives them nightmares. It would hurt less, but it matters to them.
Necesitan el miedo, muchacho.
The fear reminds people of what they fought for. It gives the victory significance.
It's part of being people. I know. I don't understand, but they need it. I think I could return to the Fade if I tried. I'm light enough to slip through, but I'd like to stay and help for a while, if that's all right. I can still help people here.
It will be interesting to see what comes next.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
Aquí tenemos a Sera. Con Sera vamos a ver al final. ¿Está bien?
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
You're a hero.
That's what happens when you're a hero.
Is that so? Must be why it's so unfamiliar. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good to Winter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
Eres un buen ejemplo.
You're an example of how noble Tevinter could be.
The Southerners, maybe. Back home, they'll be rolling their eyes behind their fans. Meanwhile, they'll conveniently forget the bastards who wanted Corifeus ruling us all. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
Muy bien. Sera.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. Shame it couldn't be forever on Corifeus Sackfurt. But I suppose that would be everyone. Piss. Imagine the line for drinks. Anyway, shake every hand, Lady Herald of Andraste. You're why they're here.
Andraste's whatever couldn't have done any of this without you. Well, I could have, but it wouldn't have been half as fun.
Fun? You're a loony. My loony. Hurry up with the others. I'll show you something else you can't do without me. Me! You can't do me without me? Just hurry up.
Muy bien. Bueno, aquí tenemos a Cassandra, a Josephine, a Eliana y aquí está Vivi.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine. It is not.
I'm so sorry. Nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
Ay, tómate un respiro,
If you
muchacho.
don't pause for a moment, your heart is going to stop.
At least I'd be spared another incident. What a disaster this might be. late, the invitation to our guests barely went out at all, and it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Dedas is discussing the successor to the Inquisition.
You played no small part in our rise to power.
You had a role yourself, if I recall correctly. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
Muy bien. Tenemos Cassandra, Liliana. A ver, Cassandrillo.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
Vale la pena celebrar.
So we should be. Defeating Corifeus was no simple task.
He was so confident of his power, he could not conceive of losing.
If he could, he would never have challenged me.
And he would have gone into hiding. Yes, it worked out far better this way. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. It would not have been possible without your support and friendship. It means a great deal to me.
Y para mí.
I hope we'll remain friends once you're divine.
That would please me greatly. I think back to how we first met, and here you stand. You are the Inquisitor, a symbol of hope and change to so many. And you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great woman, and I will always stand at your side.
Muy bien. Liliana.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I love tiny cakes, and there are so many. Which should I try first?
I would avoid the dark ones topped with gold dust. Deep mushroom and anise. An awful combination, but it's quite popular in Val Royeaux. I believe they call it the exquisite misery. Ole! Why did we save her again? To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Muy bien. Y el último que tenemos aquí es Vivian.
So much to do, my dear. Elections for Grand Enchanter must be held, and many of the circles lack even interim First Enchanters. It will take time, and it may not be possible to restore the history that was lost, but we will reinstate the circles. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
I'm too preoccupied contemplating what comes next.
A moment of reflection, my dear. Will wonders never cease? Go mingle. The night is still young.
Muy bien. Vamos aquí ahora sí ya. A nuestros aposentos que tenemos acá. Hacerle consejo. ¿Quién hacerle consejo? Nada, porque no hay cómo abrir. Se hay cómo abrir, pero no hay cómo pasar. Muy bien. Vamos acá.
Hey, you. Told you I wasn't done with you. Think you can sneak away? We're going upstairs, everybody. We'll be a while. Might need some warm-up. Not much. Shiny? Still you, yeah? I mean, they still say things about you. All that Herald stuff. But this feels really good. Like it always could. I just need you to stay you.
You ground me, Sarah. As long as you're here, I'm not going anywhere.
It's pretty, yeah? We did that.
Jenny la Roja.
Let's push the bed off the balcony.
'Tis said that Corifeus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever chained. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, the elven resistance pacified, but it is said Gaspar yet plots his return from exile. How long before the Empress missteps, and he raises banners once more? This fear hounds her every move. Fortunately for Celine, her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corifeus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. The Seekers of Truth are rededicated to their purpose of protecting the innocent. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. In the end, they refuse Cassandra's invitation to rejoin the Circle of Magi, and instead reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. From the beginning, the college and the circle have clashed, and some fear it will lead to a new war of the mages upon themselves.
Uf. Bueno, aquí sacamos la historia de Cassandra.
And what of the Inquisition itself? Its military might has grown, now rivaling that of kingdoms. Fear of the Inquisition's army has become the true source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, she has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
Bueno, aquí tenemos la opción de que Cassandra es la divina, pero creo que la canónica es de Leliana. Y bueno, muchachos, eso ha sido todo. Eso ha sido todo por el Dragon Inquisition, muchachos. Ha sido una larga aventura, pero emocionante, muchachos, emocionante. Así que bueno, vamos a ver si podemos pasar esto. Creo que no. Así sí podemos pasar. Porque aún queda un poquito más de historia. Eso es mismo.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corifeus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me.
Fenjarel.
I'm so sorry.
Solas es Fenjarel, muchachos.
Old friend.
Vithali Fenjarel, muchachos. ¿Quién fue el causante de todo lo de Corifeus? Solas, muchachos, solas. La revelación de las revelaciones. Bueno, estamos aquí de nuevo en el feudo celestial. Vamos a hablar aquí.
Divine Cassandra. No matter how many times I say it, it still sounds ridiculous. Oh, I'd hate to be anybody in the Grand Cathedral once she takes over. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
Obviamente Cassandra ya no nos va a seguir apoyando en nuestras aventurillas. Colin ya no está aquí, digamos, Solas ya no está aquí, por obvias razones. Vamos a ver si que algo dice Colin.
It's hard to imagine Cassandra sitting through her coronation, let alone acting as divine. She put her faith in me. I will gladly put my faith in her now.
Muy bien. Vamos a ver qué nos dice aquí un poco el pequeño de Blackwell. Frank, muchacho. A ver.
There you are. I heard about the new divine. Having Cassandra on the throne will go a long way to calming things down. I just hope she'll curb her habit of punching everything she doesn't like. Now, what's next for us? I stand ready, as always, Inquisitor.
Bien. Tenemos al maestro Dennett. Bueno, aquí ya no hay nada más que hacer. Vamos a ver si podemos hablar con alguien más. Vamos por acá. Divine Cassandra. Ya no está. Ah, no, ahí está Cassandra, muchachos. Pensé que no iba a estar aquí, pero parece que sí está. Sí nos va a acompañar un poco más. Pensé que ya no estaba aquí. Lo que ya no está aquí es Solas.
Andraste's grace, tell me that you need me to come with you. I need to hit something with my sword, repeatedly.
I take it the Sunburst throne isn't everything it's cracked up to be.
I'm not divine, yet. The clerics are drowning me in preparations for my coronation. I must meet with everyone individually to hear their concerns. Their concerns are endless and petty. Every old grudge is now mine to solve. Yet I can do nothing until after the coronation. It is maddening. Give me a reason to travel with you. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Cassandra nunca se vuelve en el grupo. Ah, pues sí.
If that's what you want, by all means. I'd love to have you back.
Thank the Maker. I will tell them it's an emergency. Inquisition business. Let them run about in a panic without me for a while. Better than my accidentally throttling someone. Let's go, before someone shows up to tell me I can't.
Muy bien. Cassandra, muchacha. Quitamos a Scout Harding.
Going well, I hope?
¿Qué veo?
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
I have to go.
Tenemos la Creme. Aquí tenemos la Toro.
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters. Be interesting to see if they can avoid pissing everyone off this time. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are.
Ya negritas, pero bueno. Vamos a ver si es que podemos hablar con cera. Ah, pues sí, ahí está. Hola, Cera.
Hey.
¿Necesitas algo?
Any problems?
Not anymore. I have you. Not like Cassandra, right? Wearing the big hat now. Lots of people for her to be angry at. Whatever. It leaves time for us, and whatever you want to do. In bed. Or out there. Mostly in bed.
Muy bien. ¿Con cuándo podemos hablar? Ah, pues no. Muy bien. ¿Qué me falta? Creo que me falta Dorian, Liliana y Vivian. Vamos para acá. ¿Por qué no están las cosas aquí? No entiendo por qué. Mi trono, mi decoración y todo ya nos da. Y Vivian tampoco está aquí. Extraño. Se supone que debe estar aquí. Oh, vamos a hacer una cosa, vamos a guardar aquí un segundo. Ahí. Vamos a cargar. Que parece que está un poquillo aquí medio... no sé. A ver. Eso, ahí sí. ¿Por qué no está la people aquí?
If you require any assistance, Cassandra is not settling into her new role with any grace, but that's hardly a surprise. She'll perform admirably as divine, no doubt.
Bien. Digo, ¿qué está pasando aquí? ¿Por qué no están las cosas? Un pequeño bug, Que no hay nada. Evangelismo aquí. Fiona ya no está, ¿verdad? Aquí está Fiona, muchachos.
I heard of your verdict on Alexius, Inquisitor. Servitude is kinder a punishment than I would have given, but I won't complain. He may wish you'd done worse. My fellows have some interesting ideas on exactly what he can do as compensation.
Todo.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall it is going well.
I'll leave you to it.
Muy bien.
It will be interesting. A divine, likely to punch heretics in the face. It will be difficult to return to Tevinter after all this. I have a good friend here. You don't find those just lying about. Such is my lot. Just a little longer then.
Muy bien. Entonces creo que ahora sí ya puedo hablar con Paul, porque ese muchacho estaba ahí medio no sé. Liliana.
Cassandra is still trying to adjust to her new title. In time, I'm sure she will settle in. Likely with luck and a steady supply of things to hit.
Ok. Un poco de info. A ver, ahora sí creo que podemos ir a hablar con el muchacho de Cole. Vamos a saltar aquí. Ahí, eso. A ver. Vamos a ver si podemos hablar con este muchacho de aquí. Ahí está.
I'm sorry, Cole, but with your gift, I fear that you might see the path I now must walk in solitude forever. This fate is mine alone. Indeed, I would not wish it on an enemy, much less someone that I once cared for. Though you reach out in compassion, I must now insist that you forget. I'm... What were we talking about? I'm ready to help people when you are.
Muy bien. Tenemos una trovadora. Y muy bien, muchachos. Lo único que nos faltaría por hacer. Temas esmeraldas, Valiorio. Creo que era por... A ver. Vamos por acá. Ah, cierto, con Josephine falta hablar. Josephine.
So Lady Pentagast will take the Sunburst throne. Cassandra will guide the Chantry back to what she considers its roots, curbing its worst excesses. She will be an unusually forthright divine, however.
I can't wait to see how Cassandra takes to leadership.
I've no doubt she will lead, Inquisitor. I wish her well. She has no easy task ahead.
Vamos para acá. Vamos a tener al consejillo. Y esto es la última misión, muchachos. Ya no hay más. Hemos ya completado absolutamente todo.
Is it me, or is Cassandra more solemn than usual?
Lady Pentagast only contemplates what awaits the next divine.
Vamos a ver si es que tenemos todo.
You know Cassandra hates being called Lady Pentagast.
Muy bien.
I look
Ya
forward
tenemos
to seeing
absolutamente
Divine
todo
Victoria's
completado.
reaction to the ceremony around her inauguration.
Y ya. Vamos aquí al glorioso concilio, muchachos. Vamos de ahí. Ya es lo último del último. Y vamos a ver. Esto sería 2 años después de todo esto.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the exalted plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Me parece quieto.
Corifeus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
¿Cómo le ha ido?
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the chantry. And also people's faith in it. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, Your Worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, Your Worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras. For one, I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have a chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
Vos la disolverías. Bueno, aquí podemos disolver la Inquisición o seguir con la Inquisición.
You once told me about the first Inquisition that took place 800 years ago. You said that when their battle was over, that Inquisition soldiers sheathed their swords and went home. If our battle is truly over, perhaps it's time for us to do the same.
Thank you. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
Muy bien, estamos aquí en el Gran Concilio. Y tenemos que encontrar a la people que está por aquí. Obviamente este es el mismo palacio de Selene. Obviamente aquí no podemos ya abrir. Aquí estaba el gran salón de baile y todos esos vainas estaban por acá adentro. Pero vamos a ver, aquí nos encontramos por aquí. Aquí pregunta. ¿Qué hay aquí? Mira todo que llevo. El primer gran encantador. Aquí hay cositas. Algo para un perro. Ok. Vamos a ver acá qué hay. Ahí tenemos a Josephine. Aquí tenemos cositas por leer. Cole y los últimos años. A ver. Aquí. Josephine en los últimos años. Y pueden leer esto. Estamos leleando en los últimos años. Aquí hay algo. Una servilleta usada, ¿no? No sé para qué sirve eso, pero para algo de servir. Y Joseph.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere. Have they given you trouble? Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion. You're tense as a bowstring. I'm so very dreadful at this. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations. You'd like me to go with you? Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture. Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time. And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend. And what is this small entertainment? Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Oui.
Why not? Josephine, I put myself in your capable hands. Splendid! I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest. A calm night out sounds... Oh, bravo! Bravo! Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers? Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance? That was... one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Truly. That part with the glittery... and they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it. Then I call tonight a great success. Oh, look! The encore signal!
Muy bien. Última aventurilla con Josephine.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
Muy bien. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. Aquí hay algo. Aquí un huesito de estos. Aquí un librito. Duro en alta ciudad. Uf. Versión 10, muchachos. Bueno, aquí creo que ya no hay nada más. Aquí no hay como abrir, muy bien. Esto está trancado. Entonces, bueno, aquí tampoco podemos entrar. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. Creo que aquí está Barry, muchachos. Ahí está Barry.
Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven. Until recently he was the Viscount...
Provisional Viscount.
Of Kirkwall.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a Comtesse now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
What brought all this on? I'm pretty sure it's not Give Your Friends Lavish Titles Day.
Well, what kind of Viscount would I be if I didn't abuse my position to give shit to my friends? I've got traditions to uphold. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony. It's
just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Vale, muchacho.
I'll be here if you need me.
Muy bien. A ver, ¿qué más encontramos por aquí? A ver si hay algo por estos lares. ¿Qué hay algo? ¿Qué esto? Una corbata de oro. Supongo que es de alguien que se le haya perdido las cosas. Aquí tenemos algo que leer. Por mega car, muy bien. Algo. Aquí hay un huesillo de estos. Ok. ¿Qué hay alguien más? ¿Quién está aquí? Ah, está Black, pero está al otro lado. Ahí tenemos a Blackwell. Aquí tenemos algo que leer. Más cosillas. Aquí podemos vender. Comprar y vender. Y aquí tenemos todas las todas estas vainas posibles que podemos encontrar. Aquí tenemos que tenemos aquí. Aquí tenemos también todas estas vainas. Y acá aquí. Verdad de dragón. Uf, que todo lo que no podemos conseguir. Aquí no dice nada, hacia mercader. Que hay algo más. Flower y los últimos años. Muy bien. Tom Rainier.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I'm late, and you decide to make the Winter Palace rubble.
Hey, never liked it anyway. Too fancy. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal, and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
If that's your sword arm, I think I'm better off without it.
Think you can do better?
Muy bien. ¿Qué es eso? Un ojo. Sincronizar objetos. Bueno, esto no podemos hacer nada. Fabricar armadura. Esta investigación. Bueno, aquí tenemos un pequeño heladería, artesanía y toda esa vaina. Aquí hay algo. Aquí hay un huesito de estos. ¿Hay algo que leer o qué? No. Vamos a ver quién está por acá. Aquí tenemos... No sé quién es esa muchacha. Dorian en los últimos años. Muy bien. Actividad en el Palacio del Invierno. Todo lo que en los últimos años. Aquí hay un ropero. Y bueno, así podemos cambiarnos. Tenemos otros botones. A ver. Vamos a cambiarnos vestimenta formal, pero... Esta, la torre de medianoche. Esa me gusta más. Comportamiento decoroso en locución. Muy bien. ¿Quién es Charter?
Well met, your worship.
Ah, pues nada. A ver, aquí tengo que leer. Parte de los últimos años. Bueno, y es... Él es el de... El Visconde de Kirkle. Viví en los últimos años. Aquí tenemos Cassandra en los últimos años. Divina Victoria. Aquí, girar esto. Se me dio 2 de fuerza, muy bien. Calling en los últimos años. Ah, es cierto que aquí tienes que conseguir esta especie de cuadros. A ver, ¿qué hay por acá? Aquí hay algo, pero por acá. Ahí está, solas, ¿sí ven? Ese es solas, muchachos. Misterioso elfo. Aquí. Duro, capítulo 13, muchachos. Y tengo un huesito de estos. A ver, es que por aquí hay un cuadro. Cuadro de estos, aquí no. A ver si por acá hay un cuadro. No. Aquí no hay nada. Ahí está Tom. Quiero que leer. Uf, capítulo 12.
Good day to you.
A ver. Aquí tenemos esto. Voy a leer aquí. Capítulo 14. Mi pregunta es cómo subo ahí. Supongo que puedo subir por aquí una de estas. Ah, pues no. Pensé que podía subir por aquí, pero no. Ahí hay algo. ¿Cómo subo ahí? Aquí no puedo subir, aquí no puedo subir, aquí no puedo subir. Bueno, tal vez después nos activa alguna cosilla por ahí. Aquí tenemos algo para leer. Equipar pociones, mejorar pociones. Aquí dura el capítulo 17, muchachos. Pero ¿cuántos capítulos dice, muchacho? Tienes un cuadro, pero no hay nada aquí que hacer. Muy bien. Aquí. Ah, aquí creo que estábamos, sí. Muy bien. Creo que acá están todos estos muchachos. Como pueden ver, ahí están. Vamos a leer esto. Vamos a eso. Que no sé para qué me sube el presente y el pasado de cera. A ver aquí, ahí está el todo.
Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Esto promete.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
It's good to see that the veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the fade. Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternes, governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls, and then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification under the reign of Mafrath's son Isarath.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasrat, remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys! You got me.
Muy bien. Quieto. Ah, es lo mismo. Pensé que había algo más. Muy bien. A ver, code.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
¿Qué viene eso?
Did you want the table?
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Un cuervo aquí. Ok.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Shiral! The fire of Sitha must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
But not with him. You need somebody nice. Yes, better. He'll be gentle. So will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not? I've seen you in the Skyhold Tavern where I sing.
Oh yes, I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if you'd like to hear it.
Good.
You sure they'll both be all right when Krem tells her?
Strong arms, a sweet voice. Father wanted me to be happy.
Which one of them is that?
Both.
Muy bien. ¿Qué te puedo hacer?
Here's you! And everyone! Glad to be back all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs. Just like best times.
¿Qué demonios?
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. Even I can tell, and I'm... No, I won't be stupid anymore. I wrote it down so I wouldn't, so I can just tell you, and it's done.
Decirme el qué.
Sarah, if you're worried about something, you should just tell me.
8, 9, 10. Is she done talking? Continue. I like new, but hate change. But I can't stop it this time. Usually, I hope it doesn't matter, because lots of times I feel I've seen things before. So who cares? It'll all come round again. But every day, I've never felt this with her. And if it's always only once, then I can't... I didn't... The rest is just sketches. There's flowers, and I think it's your butt. So... marry me? I mean, it's whatever, but you and me are somehow really, really good, and all these endings can get right off that. Really, Shiny, for real. Want to get married?
Muy bien.
You're a loony. Tell me, do. That's a yes?
All the yeses. Every freaking one.
Muy bien, nos casamos con Sarah.
That's our bells, knobbers. We friggin' win.
Pues ya está. Nos casamos con Sarah. Así de rápido. Vamos a otras con Sarah a ver qué pasa.
Hello, love. Tell me do when we're done fixing things. I have sideways plans for you.
Muy bien. A ver, creo que aquí ya hemos hablado con todos. ¿Dónde está el elfo este misterioso?
How's it been? We shall see. Thank you.
A pleasure.
What is this now?
Ahí estaba. Bueno, este tenemos que seguir la pista. Creo que por acá se podía subir. Vamos a ver. A ver si estoy en lo correcto. Exactamente así. Casito. Vamos a ver. Siguiente intento. Vamos a ver. Ya voy casi 2 horas, Dice que iba a ser un poco más rápido esta zona, pero parece que no. Ahora vamos a ver, vamos a hacer un intentillo más. Es la única forma que veo para poder subir ahí. Realmente no veo nada más. Ahí. Uy, ¿qué se cae? Obviamente aquí no podemos subir por ningún lado. El problema es que no sé por dónde. Creo que esta zona de aquí está un poco más para acá. Uy. Eso. Ahí vamos, rectito. Y ahí está esto. Bote de colonia. Ok. Supongo que esto sirve para algo. Aunque no sé el qué, pero sirve para algo. A ver. Tal vez para hacer.
Hello, love. Tell me do when we're done fixing things. I have sideways plans for you.
A ver, ahora sí falta toda esta sesión de acá. Ahí está el pinche elfo este. Aquí hay algo más. Tengo un huesito de estos. Estos para perros. Aquí hay un librito. Luego antes del capítulo 11, muy bien. Ahí tenemos el PRC. Decoratorio. Muy bien. Ahí tenemos la Colin.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Tired of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
I never expected you to make friends at a political council. How times have changed.
So they have. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
If your support comes with that of your new friend, I'm sold. I know a useful ally when I see one.
You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Muy bien. Realmente aquí tienes que darle eso, muy bien. Sustitución. Sustitución. Uf. La de constitución que hemos conseguido. Quitarle aliena. Y algo. Sí. Uy, sigue más por aquí. Ok, baños. Máscara rota. Anillo de plata. Aquí está el villano. Todo lugar de su capítulo. Aquí podemos mover esto. No tan fuerza, pero obviamente yo no necesito fuerza, necesito magia. Vamos a hablar con Elena.
Will you walk with me?
¿Qué pasó?
The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
Eso es triste.
And that makes you sad. It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
I'd fear anyone with our vault of secrets, wouldn't you?
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. It may be time to end things.
Estoy de acuerdo.
The Inquisition has done enough, more than enough. Maybe it's time for us to lay down our swords and go home.
We set out to restore peace, and now peace is upon us. But I know from experience how hard it can be to lay down your blade and accept that things have changed. We can still work for the good of Thedas without the Inquisition, but the time for soldiers and spies has passed. You have suffered terrible things, Inquisitor. I hope you still see the light ahead of us. The world is ready to move past the horror of the breach and Corifeus, and so should we. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you.
Muy bien. Ya hemos hablado aquí con la Eliana. Vamos a dejarle aquí un huesillo más aquí al perrito este. Ahí. Más puntuación, muy bien.
I'm parched. Where is that servant?
Uy, aquí tenemos a Vivian. Hola, Vivian.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
I've never heard of a fancy spa serving elves.
You are the Inquisitor, darling. Savior of the Empire. They won't turn you away.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. Is everything going well between you and Sarah?
Things are excellent. Thank you for asking.
It's such a comfort to hear that at least one facet of your life hasn't fallen apart due to incompetence.
How do you think the conference will end? What do you think they'll decide?
It's all foolish posturing. The nations of Thedas know they can only politely ask the Inquisition to be on its way. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
Muy bien. Hemos hablado aquí ya con esta buena muchacha. Bueno, acá tenemos ya el lugar donde tenemos que ir. Y me acuerdo que nuestro amigo elfo misterioso estaba por aquí también. Aquí hay algo más. Aquí hay un huesillo de estos. Capítulo 18, muchachos. Mirad. ¿Dónde está Colin? Ahí está Barrick. ¿Ahí arriba hay alguien o qué? Parece, pero no creo que sea nada. Muy bien. A ver, vamos a traer ese huesillo que hemos conseguido. Vamos a colocar esto aquí. Hay que seguir ese perro. ¿Qué es esto? Muy bien. Es de un garrote ahí. Vamos a ver ese garrote. Ah. No es tan bueno, pero algo es algo. ¿Dónde está el muchacho este? Me intriga este muchacho, ¿dónde está? Creo que está ahí. Bueno. 2,10. No hay nadie. Aquí podemos mirar también. Y un molino por ahí. Unas casillas por ahí. Ok. A ver, no le encuentro al elfo este misterioso. What the fuck, podemos mirar por ahí. ¿Y cómo diablo sube ahí? ¿Pero qué me estás contando, muchacho? ¿Qué demonios? ¿Cómo sube aquí? Ah, tengo que botarme de ahí arriba, ya. Ya sé cómo hacer eso. ¿Qué está haciendo ese güey? Está Josephine. Ahí. Ahora voy a ver aquí. Supongo que tengo que buscar algo. Ahí está, ¿sí ven? Ahí está el elfo este. Encuentra el arlequín, destreza más 2. A ver, a ver. Ahí no hay nadie. Ya estaba ahí. Desapareció. A ver. Tenemos que encontrarlo. A ver.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
A ver. Ahí están esos pequeños. Aquí no hay nada. Ahí está Barrick. Ahí no hay nada. Bueno, aquí no va a estar. Aquí desapareció. Tenemos a Leliana. Ahí está Colin.
Such changeable weather this season.
Well, it seems.
Yes, thank you.
¿Dónde estás, Darkin? Desapareció. Aquí está Creme. Charter, no sé. Creo que va a estar por acá, ¿verdad? No me acuerdo dónde. Bueno, aquí obviamente no va a estar. Sería raro encontrarle por ahí. Quieto. Pareja de palas, dice. Ok. Estaba misterioso eso.
I thought Valroyo must be here.
No, aquí no hay nada. ¿Dónde se fue Samuel, muchacho?
Scout lays harding, swift and cunning, her arrows cock you down to size.
Aquí está Blackwell. Estar acá mismo, ¿verdad? No. No. ¿Dónde está? No la encuentro.
What's your tongue?
Maker.
¿Dónde estás, maldita sea? Aquí hay unos buenos señores hablando. Aquí no está.
Oh, yes.
Obviamente ya no está. Pues creo que ya desapareció. Que no la encuentro por ningún sitio. Vamos a leer esto. Despacho de la corona de Ferelden. Ven el Artigan aquí. Cassandra aquí. Duque Cyril. Ahí está Dorian, muchachos. Dedicatoria. Aquí hay algo. Una caja lacada. Aquí están buenas monedillas. Quieto. Varias escandalosas. Ok. Y aquí tenemos a Dorian.
Ole is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
Estás todo aburrido, ¿verdad?
Thrilled to be at the Exalted Council, Lord Parvis.
Oh, riveted. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry medals, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Ole wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinian's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Muy bien. ¿Dónde está el pinche? Uno de los baños. No lo encuentro. Aquí está bien. Uf. Creo que estamos pasándonos un poco la hora. Bueno, muchachos, hasta que yo encuentre ese arlequín misterioso, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Ya creo que el siguiente video sí ya será, bueno, ya hemos terminado el juego prácticamente. Este es como sería el epílogo de todo esto. Y bueno, ya haré todo el epílogo en el siguiente video. Espero que les haya gustado. Nos vemos.